3 quick tips that you can use to bring meditation into your life so that you stay calm, you recognize anxiety, and you get shit done, right? So I started meditating in 2014, and the reason I started meditating at that time was I had a severe back injury which put me out of action from working out and moving around for about 6 to 8 months, which put a lot of depression in my body. And with all that bad, disgusting energy in my body, my mind started going wild. So I came across this guy called Elliot Hulse, and you can check him out on Instagram. And I saw something called bioenergetic routine, where you do a bunch of breathing exercises, and that started off as my meditation. But then I actually started sitting down and paying attention to my breath. Now, tip number 1 for meditation is there is no right way to do meditation, right? Meditation is basically training your mind to ignore the dialogue that is going there and try to come back here. And the general concept of meditation is that you have to be present in that moment when you're meditating for about 10 to 20 minutes. But the real concept of meditation, in my opinion, is you need to carry that focus and attention into your day. Do not expect to become a superbly calm and anxiety-free person. What you are going to become instead is you'll be more in control of your reactions. When your mind starts going crazy, you will recognize that and you can take a deep breath and come back to normal. So there is no right way to do meditation. If you're sitting and you're meditating and you cannot control your mind and you are feeling very uncomfortable, that is normal. And the only thing that you need to do is count your breaths or chant a mantra. So 1, Om Namah Shivaya. 2, Om Namah Shivaya. You don't even need to use the mantra, you can just use the breaths. But it's the discipline of actually doing it, right? Tip number 2. When I first started meditating, I used to get up, go down, have my coffee, have my breakfast, chill for a bit of time, and then sit to meditate, which then led to me skipping a lot of days because I would feel like doing it on some days, then I would not feel like doing it on the other days. But you will recognize this. On the days you don't meditate, your mind has not been calmed in the morning, and your day is going to be very, very tough because the bullets of stimuli, the outside stimuli is going to keep hitting you and you're going to keep reacting to the stimulus. And the thing about meditation is you learn how to deal with that stimulus by going here now, like by breathing and then knowing that it's an outside stimulus and coming back normal. Again, this is not some magic pill that's gonna transform you into Bradley Cooper from The Limitless. It's just something so that you control your reactions, right? And that's the only thing that you can control. So tip number 2 is, before you get out of your room, get up in the morning, brush your teeth. Before you get out of your bedroom, meditate, right? That's the only way to get that discipline in, so that you will avoid skipping your days where you have meditation. And you're not going to feel like meditating on every day, but you're not going to feel like meditating every day, but it's the focus that you're going to bring and the discipline that you're going to bring that matters. So sit down, and on the days you don't feel like meditating, this is tip number 3. On the days you don't feel like meditating, you just tell yourself that I'm just going to meditate for 1 breath. Like almost 3 or 4 days a week when I get up, I really don't feel like meditating. But then I tell myself, any idiot can sit and pay attention to 1 breath. And that 1 breath leads to 2 breath leads to 3 breath leads to 5 breath leads to 10, and I've banged out 1 meditation session. Okay, so and just like a bonus tip, don't expect meditation to tangibly change your life. You're not going to be able to say, okay, this happened because I started meditating. It's going to be more of an intangible feeling where you will become calmer, you become more in control of your reactions, and life just gets more calm. That's if you meditate on. But it does not mean that the stresses and the difficulties of life are going to escape, but you're going to have a much better time. So tip number 1. What is tip number 1? Yeah, there is no right way to meditate, right? The only way to meditate is to sit down, pay attention to your breath. And the main focus is to carry that through the day. So in the day, when you recognize your mind going out of control, use the same techniques that you use. Breathe and chant a mantra and then you come back to normal. It can be any mantra and it can be a breath. So I'm sure you know how to breathe because you're like, figure it out. Tip number 2. Before you get out of your room in the morning, make sure you sit down and do 10 breaths of meditation because that avoids you from skipping out on your discipline. And tip number 3 is this. On the days where you don't feel like meditating, just tell yourself this: I'm just going to meditate for 1 breath. Any idiot can meditate for 1 breath. And this will bring that meditation into your routine, and then you can become a cool, calm, badass individual. To your success, Young Vivekananda.